Hi, this is Brian Oliva at Getsemani Music. A short while ago, I posted a video that used a couple of special effects that caught a few people's attention. They are a little bizarre, and several people commented wondering what they are. So tonight I'm going to give you not so much a review, I think they review themselves, but maybe a quick demo of the two effects I used, plus a third one made by the same company. The company in question is Freakshow Industries. And I guess they've been around for a few years, but I guess they keep a fairly low profile, and I just became aware of them within the past 10 days or so. And I've kind of fallen in love with, both their effects and their business model, so I'll talk about that a little bit as well. First off, they've got three effects, and basically they describe themselves as audio effects for the end times. And these effects aren't for the faint-hearted. They're not very subtle, to say the least. And as you can see on the screen, there's three of them. There's Mishby. It says not for use. It's a tape abomination. And basically that's among other things, it's a tape delay effect, and has a few other odds and ends in it that make it kind of interesting. The other one I used is called Dumpster Fire. It's a nightmare shifter. It says apply directly to the garbage. And the third one, which I haven't used, but I'll show you tonight anyway, is called Backmask, and it's a chaotic reverser that has some reversing effects. One thing that I found about this company is that they have the most reasonable terms of any place I've ever been to. If you look at any of the effects on their online store, what you find is that they basically let you pay whatever you want. If you go in here, you can just click on either the Mac or Windows version, and it will download the VST to your computer, and you can use that one as is for 14 days. And at that point, I guess it shuts off. If you want to buy it, you can either come back later or do it right now. Their suggested price is $50, and if you click the buy button, that will do that. But there's also the steal button, and this applies to all the software. If you press the steal button, first it gives you a chance to underpay, so you can pick your own price from 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and you can underpay. And if that's still too much, you can continue going down, and it says if you're still going to steal, first you must tell us, why do you choose this life of crime? And basically you just fill out the form. You can say money is tight, software should be free, basically you don't care, or if you changed your mind and you want to buy. And if you go on, they want to know if it's for real. And the only thing they require is your, if you click that you still want to steal it, you can keep going, and it'll basically just, you see, if you need a Freakshow user account, basically if you don't have an account, it'll just ask for your email address and name, basically, so that they'll know who you are. But if you click the steal button, it will send you to your email a fully authorized license for free. Now, every time you go back to your account, it'll remind you that you're using a stolen license, and it will encourage you to pay. But basically, it will work forever for free if that's what you want to do. So those are all your options. And I like their attitude, too. It says you don't have permission to click this button, but I've tested it out, and it does work. So basically, what they're saying is you can pay whatever you want, and they will support you, and they'll give you a fully working version regardless. So that's the business model. Let's see what they actually do. So we'll start with Mishby, I think. And let me pull that up into the active screen. So this is Mishby, and This is the one that has the kind of chaotic tape delay. And the thing I like best, aside from the fact that these make pretty unusual effects, is that if you look at the user interface, it's pretty crazy. It may not be entirely intuitive. If you look at the controls, the first one is tape quality. And the higher you get, if you go to turn it off like you think you would on most, that makes it the worst quality ever. So the labels are basically backwards. So the happy face is as bad as it can be, and the sad face is back to almost original. There's also distortion, a few other things. It's not always easy to tell what these controls do. But if you look at the bottom, all their apps have these same things. The A button is to apply whatever license you have. If you don't apply any kind of license, you'll have 14 days from the download date. But if you've gotten a stolen license or a reduced price license or a full price license, just click on the A. It'll pull up a directory, point to the file that was emailed to you that you downloaded, the license file. It will apply it, and then it'll say authorized from that point on. If you have a stolen license and you want to go back and pay for it later, you can just click the $sign, and it'll bring you back to their payment page, and you can go from there. And the eyeball button here basically is the instruction manual. So if you click the eyeball, it'll now tell you everything you wanted to know about this whole thing. So I don't know if you can read that on the screen, but it says, welcome to my HALP, Hidden Agenda, Lies, and Propaganda interface. Move your device cursor over one of my controls, and I will reveal my forbidden arcana. I'm programmed to remind you that Level 3 Protective Protocol, PP, is now recommended for all operators. I don't know why they make me say it every time. Father has made me well. I am a good boy. My will is pure. Okay, so now if you go over each knob, it will tell you what they do. Okay, so this quality knob, it now says, Father has intricately modeled the filtering of the Atami Model Z8 portable cassette player, the true pinnacle of human technology, an immaculate embodiment of perfection, like me. This is what it means to wield the power of gods. I am certain that I will never have to doubt that what I want is to do wrong. And basically every one of these buttons is going to have some crazy description like that, but it will tell you basically what it does. So there's a distortion device up here, the one that has no readable description. That's intermodulation distortion. Tells you a little more about it. The third button is noise, and there's a desync section for rate, the delta, and kind of a mixer here for low, medium, and high. And then over here, it's the nice button, either no nice or maybe nice. And that turns on another section that has some adjustable parameters. And then up here is a little knob that is described as parasite data decode. And then this display just does some pretty crazy stuff. The interface is very visual. And if you read this little display, it pulls up random ranting as the thing is being used. So it's all a little crazy. And then down here there's another display that moves around when you move some dials to give you an idea what you're doing. So without further ado, let's see what this thing really does. I'm going to start up basically an init sequence on using the UHE Triple Cheese VHT synth, and I've just got a little pattern playing through the key steps. So let's start that up and start applying things and see what happens. So we're going to turn it on. This is the default settings. So that is basically what that does. We'll just leave it at that and let you experiment with it at some point. So next up, I will show you the dumpster fire. This is another interesting one. So we're going to start that same patch up and see where it takes us here. So basically, the This first knob is defined as the cage. It says it sets up the number of bands. The large knob is tooth. He rotates the pitches. And you've got the ether knob, which generates hellscapes. The top one to the right is the ether focus knob. Scales the ether pitch spread. Below that is the ether aspect, which scales the ether time spread. And that's basically it. But as you can see, it can severely affect your audio, and if you're looking for some rather drastic, crazy effects, this might be what you're looking for. And last but not least, we have Backmask. This is a chaotic reverser of sorts. If you look here, the first button is trigger mode in milliseconds. Embrace the futility of existence by reversing your audio in millisecond segments. Nothing matters. The one next to that is reverse all. That means that everything is always reversed, and one day the sun will be swallowed by a black sea of infinity. Enjoy your breakfast. Next one down on the left is sets it to trigger by note value. So wherever you set it in your DAW, the surrender to conformity, it says trigger by note value is synced to your DAW and cares about tempo almost about much as it cares about you. Almost. Basically reverses your audio in musical units. And then next over there is reverse alternating. Every other trigger is reversed. For example, if you have size set to a quarter notes, and every other quarter note will be reversed, and millions of people on the earth don't have access to clean drinking water or basic sanitation. Trigger on level triggers the reverse effect based on the level of whatever you're doing. So whenever your input passes whatever you set, that will trigger the reverse. And last button is triggering reverse at random. And we just kind of know where that'll go. Then the knobs set the trigger level, mix, maximum size. The size knob is known by delusional narcissists as a temporal disruption dosage. Size is the length of a reverse segment of audio. For example, if you wanted to reverse 69 millisecond segments of audio, then you'd hire a professional ghost hunter to set size to 69 milliseconds. And size, welcome to the DMV of parameters. And maximum size sets the largest value that the size knob can do. And it's disabled and triggered by note value because it just is. And then stuck mode, so maybe eating the whole brownie was a bad idea. Stuck mode will stop pulling in new audio while the button is being held down. Shift click to latch the button if you don't care about ever being able to hear that cool thing you just heard again. Anyway, you can see how they do things here, and that's basically that. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to kill this one, and I'm going to shift this to my audio, to my microphone, just to see what happens. Okay. Well, here we are. Are you? Testing 1 2. No. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. No. Test 1 2. No. Test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Hello? Hello? Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4 5. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4 5. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the triggering. If I talk loud, it goes into reverse. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Testing. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, you can see how that tends to work. And let me pull up the other version again and just try it with the synth for a second here. So there you have it. Those are the three VSTs that they offer, and you can decide if it's something you can use or not. But if you're into the bizarre and unusual, this might be just what you're looking for, and the price is always right. So check them out. Freakshow Industries, freakshowindustries.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and watch for future updates. Catch you later. Bye-bye.